Hi, babies. Hi. Hi, sugar butts. Hi, sugar plums. Hi, babbles. Hi, my little darling cakes. My little butternuts. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. It is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It is also timeless, so whenever you find it, it is the right time. I also ask that you please use your own discernment and intuition. I will never reach out to you for personal readings because I'm not doing them. And I would never reach out to you anyway in that way. So please report those people in the comments doing their weird stuff. That's not me. Man, I don't know. As soon as I try to come on, my throat got all weird. So you know it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a flames one, huh? So when I was in the shower before this, the song When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong by Amir popped into my head. And then when I came to sit down, the song What You Waiting On by Houston came into my head. And then I hit shuffle and we got Dragon the River by Ferlin Husky for our songs. Ooh, shit, dog. We got this song. This just came out. I didn't plan on shuffling these cards, but you are a god goddess, all right? Damn, son. So with this first song that came in my head when I was showering, I was thinking about you guys in the shower. Okay. It's a super short song, so don't worry. Man, my voice is all jacked up. You know it's gonna be a flames one. I hope this is a passing phase. There is no future where I stand here with you. This is the end. No longer will you hear my voice. So long, goodbye. Don't think for a second you'll see my face again. I killed hope, but you buried it. This is a promise. I will not let you back into my life. This is a promise I keep to myself. Only time will tell how long you keep your legs closed. I give that bitch another week before she's on her knees again with one of my friends, and I tried my best to forgive and forget you. Won't you be my bride? I'm kind of getting, just with this, is like, you have let people like betray you, sabotage you, all of this shit. And in doing so, like, you've done this like internal, it's almost like you've let them fuck off, like fuck up. And you're like, oh, like people, like you see where they're coming from. They're like, oh, well, they're insecure. Like, I need to give them a chance, you know, whatever. You've had this like, just trying to see the good in them. And by keeping this to yourself and just you doing this, like letting them think that they've been getting away with it or whatever it is. Man, my voice. That they thought like there was no repercussions of it. They may have stopped what they were doing, but I don't know. They didn't have any sort of connection to like what was actually happening. And then where the song is going is, it's like it comes to it, like what I'm seeing is like a picture's being painted of like, oh, you want to be my wife? Oh, by the way, I know you fucked me over. Like, you know, like it's like you reel them in and like, by the way, I've known you've done this, and this for how this long, bitch. I know everything. Like that type of thing. It's like, what's that? Is it Half Baked? Or the guy is like quitting his job and he's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, you're cool, fuck you. You're doing one of those. I'm seeing like with this God Goddess song coming, or a card coming out, like you're recognizing like who the fuck you are. You're like, yeah, I can cut people off like nobody's business. Like I don't need to, Like maybe you thought like something was super for you and you like held on. Let's just make it less like emotionally attached, and it's a job. And I don't mean to like dismiss if you have like emotions around your job. I'm just saying like let's not make it a romantic thing for once, huh? Let's say it's a job. But like I said, it can be romantic, whatever. I'm just not gonna go there just yet. And you're like, oh, like I just need to work harder. They see me for who they are. Like maybe your boss or like some higher up like made a like, oh yeah, we want you to be with this company. We see you growing with us, like all of this stuff. And they made you all these like weird little promises. But it was like never in paper or anything. It was just like, oh, things are in the works, you know, whatever. Sorry, I keep having to take drinks because like I think I'm like pissing somebody off with this message. So fuck yeah. Literally as soon as I like went to hit record, my throat started fucking up. And they made all these promises and shit, and you had witnessed them fuck you over, right? And you're like, oh well, I could see, like you gave them excuses. Like let's say they wrote you up for some weird ass shit and you're like, well, I could see where they're coming from, that's fair, whatever. Then you start noticing like that behavior that you got in trouble for wasn't like reprimanded for anybody else. Like people weren't reprimanded for that behavior except for you. And you're like, oh well, I understand. Like, and then you know, you're like, oh, maybe I hold that much power, you know? Like, so you're just like trying to like, you're like, I get it. Like, yeah, that's shitty and I'm pissed off, but you know, fuck it. Like, there's still hope. And I guess I'll just go into like, you know, if you're in a relationship, like somebody said like something really fucking horrible to you and then you found out they were lying and all this stuff. And then you're like, oh well, they're just being nice, you know, whatever, like, or they're just in their emotions, like I've been there, like I've been that person, I get it, you know, like you giving all these excuses and shit. And then it just like progresses and you're still like, oh well, you know, I need to stay here, like there's a reason I need to be here, all this stuff. And it just continues to happen. Let's go further into this because I kind of want to see like where, like I don't want to continue this story without like getting the little details. Like I'm a little detail person. I'm big on the little things and I want to know what the fuck, right? A 5 of Beasts. You're like, oh, like in reverse. And that's the 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay, I know this story is gonna go all over the place, so I hope you can fucking follow with me, but this is just what I'm seeing right now. They may have tried to like make you feel like less than or whatever. The reason you were feeling like, hey, I need to stick in this, I need to hold on, is because it was, see how this dude's like all fucked up? If it's upright, this dude's all fucked up. He's like, I'm just gonna say, he looks out of shape, he's missing an arm. He's like, first glance, you're like, bro, like, you're not very useful to me physically. Like, not to be a dick, but we'll find something else for you. Like, that's what I'm hearing is like, maybe somebody told you that, or like they were trying to make you feel that way. And throughout your life, you've experienced that where people have put you down. You believed it because you weren't awakened to like who the fuck you are. And with that God Goddess card coming out, you're a God Goddess. You needed to go through this. You needed to stick around through this to see who the fuck you are. And with it being in reverse, you're like, oh, I'm not a slobby, like out of shape, crippled up, whatever. Like, and don't come at me with the ableist shit, okay? I just said it. I'm not being an asshole. I'm just like, you know, like this is things that may have been spoken upon you, whatever. I'm not meaning in that way, just to be fucking clear. I have to say it because there's always going to be somebody just pissed off in the comments. Just don't follow me then. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not being a dick. I'm just saying, maybe that was spoke upon you. I don't know. Like, they're seeing you as, like, they've tried to make you see yourself as this person, and you're like, oh, this isn't me. This is why you needed to hang around in this, like, shitty, make up all these excuses or whatever, because you needed to, like, become powerful. You needed, this, like, made you the better warrior. Why is it? Actually, I'm going to use a different deck for this. Magician at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Five of Beasts. Oh, we already got one popping out in reverse. Why? Wheel of Fortune in reverse for this deck. So I'm looking at the Aquarius sign on this little wheel here and the bat. If y'all have ever met somebody with some strong ass Aquarius qualities in their chart, and once again, I'm not an astrologer, so please don't get me involved in this. But I have met people that, for one, my mom is like a double Aquarius, and I think my stepdad is too. I don't know. I know he's an Aquarius, but I don't know what his full chart is. And my mom has her son in her first house. So you can't tell those motherfuckers shit. You cannot tell an Aquarius shit at all. No, you're wrong. Like that, they'll come at you like that. Like, I've gotten in an argument, like, growing up, like, I was the Kyle kid. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you're not my fucking stepdad. Trying to fight him, shit like that. But anyway, I got in an argument with my stepdad, and I'm like, dude, like, because I was taking anatomy in high school, anatomy and physiology in high school, and I was like, dude, no, like, the book right here says that I don't even know what the fuck it was about. It was like blood vessels or something, I don't know. And I was just like, dude, no, like, I can go get the book if you want me to. And he's like, no, you're wrong. Pull it out. And I was just like, okay, well, I will. And so I pulled the book out, and I'm like, see it right here. Like, this is what it is. Like, I don't even know what the fucking argument was about. And he's like, well, you misunderstood me. Like, he couldn't take the fucking L. Like, well, so this is like, you have been this person that in the past, because people have spoke so much upon you, tried to tell you you're something that you're not, all this shit. You had to become this fucking person that, like, no, you had to match energy. You had to find your confidence and, like, fuck it. Like, I'll put myself out there. But because you had this other part of yourself that was like, you were moldable, malleable, you could move and flow and flex, and you could take in what people said, this is helping you come back into balance. Because, like, now you're getting into that energy, like, no, fuck that. I'm right, bitch. You're wrong. You misunderstood me. I don't have to take the L. Also, random off topic, I'm just going all over the place, so hang in there with me. Thank you all for all the dope ass comments and, like, sharing your life with me. Like, just your crazy antics and your little anecdotes and your stories, and I just love it. Thank you for, and then just sharing it with people and being nice to me in the comments. I fucking appreciate it. Thank you for all your donations as well. Thank you, people, for being nice to me. I appreciate it. You are dope ass people. Thank you. Just have to say it because we all got some crazies in the comments, and I'm always being like, you know what, just I need to address the more dope ass positive people that are in my comments. Y'all are fucking goons, and I love it. All right. Yeah, y'all are a bunch of gangsters, and I appreciate it. All right, so I kind of fell off topic there. Let's go further into this story. So hopefully you're hanging in here with me. I do find where these kind of get all over the place, like, and it starts off with like a weird like throat thing or something. The story is going to be extremely penetrating, and it's a little harder to grasp, but it's going to be more healing, and it's going to find the right people. So if the people that can't hang, that click off, whatever, that wasn't meant for them and they aren't ready to hear the story. So if you're still with me, fuck yeah, let's go. Nice. Page of Beasts. Page of Wands with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. And with that motorcycle being on there, oh shit. Okay, now it's all making sense. So what this keeping it real goes wrong, and these people didn't see you for who you are, like, you were always agreeable, and like I said, like, you let people tell you about yourself, right? And you were open to hearing it, you were malleable, you molded, you folded. And I'm not saying there's anything bad with that, because there does need to be give and take in connections to, you know, we're all different people and we all have different needs. There's a way to meet that compromise. Going into this other song, excuse me for the coughing, like I said, coming into this message, it's, you know, it's going to be a fire ass one. It's going to be very meaningful. We have What You Waiting On by Houston, and it's like, let me tell you something, you can stay or you can leave. Mama always said, if you love her, set her free. I'm done with all the talking and the bullshit in between. It's hard to love a woman who's in love with misery. What I'm getting from that, some motherfucker tried to come at you with a message. You know, I don't know why all these movies are coming up, but it's Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. There's like other, it's a long ass name for that movie, but it gets to like an important like part in the, like, it gets all serious and they're like, yeah man, like, we're just being held back by society, you know, whatever they said. And it gets all serious in the movie, and then the postman comes by and he like pops up and he's like, message. Like, somebody tried to bring you a message and be like, message here, this is what's about you, this is you, I know you, you're agreeable, and I know about you, you're a bad person. They're all coming at you with this like, yeah, I know how to fuck this person up, like, yeah, you know, they're coming at you with this like control tactic with this What You Waiting On song. It's like, then fucking go. You know, they come at you like this, like, and it could just be any sort of bluff or anything they're coming at you with because they want to control you, but it backfires. I want to pull another card on that. You're like, okay, well, let's fucking burn this to the ground then, bitch. I don't know what you waiting on? Go. They come at you like, oh, I'll leave. I'll fucking leave. Okay, then. There is the door. Bitch, I've seen who I am. I don't know about you, brother. I don't know. I am so sorry if I forget that the mic, 1911 on the clock, I forget that my fucking microphone picks up the slamming of the cards on the table like that, like super extra, so I'm sorry if it's super loud. I forget about that sometimes. What's up with this Page of Beast? All right, we have the High Priestess. You fucking call them on their bluff. They're like, message. Oh, I have a little message for you. They fucking geared themselves up. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna dump some bullshit on this person real quick. Yo, this is Nine of Wands, Nine of Chilies at the bottom of the deck. Oh my goodness, this fucking backfired like a motherfucker. Straight up. Straight up. Like, they're coming in like, well, you can leave then. I'll leave. This may have been your boss, like, oh, well, just spitting words at you, and you're like, this does not make any fucking sense. Or this is like, you know, somebody you were in a relationship with, or like your fucking mom. You know, and they're like, well, if I'm such a bad mother, then leave me alone. You know, and you're like, you know what? I think I will do that. Thank you for the fucking suggestion. Thank you for the suggestion. God, I'm glad we're on the same fucking page now. They're like, whoa, whoa, hold up. Oh shit, when keeping it real goes wrong. When keeping it real goes wrong. This is what happens. Oh shit. Yeah. Your words have fucking consequences, huh, buddy? Huh, pal? Huh, champ? Oh man. Shit, I didn't see this coming. When I saw 1911 on the clock, this is the message I got. It's like, they're coming at you with like a fake gun or like blanks in it and to like threaten you, or it's like just empty. And you're like, that's like how, okay, this is why I was called to call y'all gangsters. You're like, all right, I can't run from shit. What's that G Perico song? It's like, fuck. Hopefully somebody listens to know, but it's like, I can't run from shit. I'm gonna die right here. Like, I ain't scared of shit. Like, you're like, okay, then fucking let's go. You want to bang? Let's go, homie. You prove your worth. Prove how hard you are. Let's fucking go. They didn't see that in you. They didn't, because you have been this person before, you realize you were a god, goddess, how amazing you are. But like I said, you had to stay in this shitty situation to crawl out of this like old shell you were living in, where you let people tell you what the fuck it was. You knew deep down who you were, and that's why there was always this confliction. This is why you had this conflict, this contrast within you, and it's always felt like this internal battle with that Five of Wands being in reverse, because like you knew who you were deep down, but you also wanted to please. Like, you wanted to be accommodating, make people feel welcome, warm, good. You wanted people to, like, you have a good heart. You wanted to be like, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to be an asshole, so I will change my behavior. But now they put you in this you're wrong energy. Like, I'll fucking stand on this, bitch. I can't run from shit. So like, and you actually had real bullets in your gun. You're like, no, let's fucking go. You want to bang? Let's bang. Let's crash out then. What? Oh, now you're not down? Oh, you came at me with an empty gun? All right. When keeping it real goes wrong. What was that? I think Dave Chappelle had a little skit about that. When keeping it real goes wrong. Oh, yeah, dude. Like, what it is like the message with that Page of Wands. And the thing is like, see how this little homie is like in a little gown? Like, it's like, he thinks he's this high priest, or yeah, that's what it is. Like, see how it's like a little kid in the what is those little kids cartoons and shit, where they try to be an adult, so they like stack 3 kids in like a big ass trench coat, like, to get in or whatever. Like, this is what this person came at you with. Like, they were, you know, 3 little children stacked on top of each other, and they're all swaying and stumbling and giggling, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring this message, I'm totally gonna fool them. Meanwhile, you're like sitting there waiting in your throne, like, all right, let's fucking stand on it then. 10 toes, bitch, let's go. I'm wearing the real cloak. I earned this. You just stole it from your mommy, your daddy. I'm seeing that, like, I see this, like, on a lot of, lifted trucks and shit. It says like daddy's money or something like that. Like, um, this person got whatever they have, like, what is the word? Fuck, I'm blanking on that word where it's like you get it through like knowing somebody. Like it's just handed to you because you know somebody. Like say if your dad's the boss, then you get the job and they're like, oh well they fuck, I can't think of that word. Somebody will let me know in the comments if it doesn't come through. Shit. Ah. But anyway, like they got this through like things were just handed to them. They may have had to prove themselves and work hard, but like the way things worked out for them is like they knew certain people. They also with this they're really good at manipulating and making people think that they listen. So they're well liked, but no one truly, and the people that really don't like, for you, you pay attention. You pay attention to that shit. And I'm just gonna be real, like some of the people that you're on the other end of this story, where you're the one getting your ass handed to you when keeping it real goes wrong, you are watching this. And it is not you. You're going to get real. Things are gonna get real for you. I don't know why I need to say that, but you just you wait, little pal. Anywho, so you can see things. You're not swayed by flattery or anything like that, because you're realizing you're a god, you're a goddess, you're amazing, you're strong, and because you have this conflict within you where it's like, oh, I want to please people, but I also know who I am. I have this drive to be myself and not follow the path laid out for me by others. I want to follow my own path. So there's this conflict within you, but because you do have that, and it's not full like, oh, I'm just gonna listen to whatever the fuck people tell me what to do, that helps you realize like when people aren't some bullshit. You might fall prey to it sometimes, but you're able to crawl out of it because you're like, oh yeah, fuck that. You crossed the line, bitch. And this is exactly what this person did. People, we'll say. Oh, too manys. I will leave this one out. The Ace of Beast fell directly on that God Goddess card. And that's my yes card. So that's like extra confirmation that you're a god, you're a goddess. Like you're... Huh. So the reason why you're like this, and you have why I keep getting this split conflict within you, is you are literally like, if you fully resonate with this and like are on some Delulu shit, and you've literally experienced this, you know, whatever, it's not going to be everybody watching this, I'll just be real with you. Your parents were vessels to, like, they used their DNA. So but this entity or like God or something like that helped, like, used one of your parents or both of your parents as a vessel to inject themselves to make you. So you're not fully fucking human. So like you might look like your parents, but there might be just some weird like thing about you that doesn't fully align with, like, it does, like, you're like, damn, maybe your parents or your grandparents been like, that gene just must have come back from a long time ago. I don't know where you got those from, you know, that type of thing. So there might be something about your physicality compared to your parents. Like, you still have their DNA and stuff like that, but there might be something different, like the way you're built. Or it's almost like you got all of the good DNA from your parents. Like, it was just only that, like, only good shit. Like, you didn't get like the bad eyesight or whatever, like, you know, whatever it is. I'm not saying that you can't be part of this, but you only, like, you got like the perfect teeth and neither of your parents had perfect teeth, you know, something like that. Like you got some, like you got a really symmetrical face and neither of your parents have that, like that type of shit, where it's like you only got like the good genes, like you're really strong and your parents may be strong but not like you have a lot of energy and will, and none of your parents do. Like you it's like you got everything. This is crazy how it's going, but yeah, you got all of the good stuff because you're not fully human. Like your parents were used as this vessel to create you. Like they had the like right DNA. They're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's use them. we can it's like you were curated. And you're not fully human. You're something else. Damn, that's some wild shit, man. Straight up. Emperor in reverse. Yeah. So, Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Because people, they've never met something like you. You've never met anything like you besides, like, maybe you've ran into somebody and you're like, you couldn't quite tell, like, what the fuck, like, what is it? What am I witnessing? There might, like, what I'm getting right now is you've probably locked eyes with somebody, like, across a crowd just once, and, like, you never saw them again, but you knew something was up with them, like, and you felt the need to, like, stare at them. That person was probably the same, like, gene makeup as you, like, the same, like, I'm not saying they're the same as you, like, but they're part entity, part, like, human. They're a hybrid. But you've never, like, been around it for a long time. And the reason, like, these people try to control you and shit because they've never met anything like you before. They don't know what the fuck you are. They know you're a threat, but to what, they don't know. So that's why they treat you poorly with that Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Very fucking interesting. So I just pick up the Three of Swords and look underneath the Empress in reverse underneath that, with the King of Cups in reverse underneath that. So, so I guess I'm going back into the story. It's like you were chosen through your family. Like this entity chose your family because, for one, they may have been just like had attractive qualities. They had like they had been like watching your DNA, like watching the DNA in your family. You may have had like super strong ancestors that did very intense things. Like that doesn't mean they were like great people exactly, but they did, like, they were powerful and in their own way. Like what I'm getting is like my grandpa like roped a bear. Like he was like a badass cowboy. Like he was just rowdy as fuck. Like he was a good rancher, shit like that. Like it doesn't mean he was like a super understanding person or anything like that, like in his physical life, but he did some badass shit. He had like, he was really intelligent. So like these entities were watching your family, watching throughout like time. Like it doesn't seem that very long for them because, you know, they're like timeless, eternal. So they had been watching your family for a long fucking time, waiting, because they knew, like, they've, you know, it's like, in a sense, you were fucking bred. Like, they're like, oh yeah, they had to wait for these certain people to be born because the genes were right. It just wasn't quite yet. And, you know, let's say your parents had the right genes to where they could be manipulated easily to make you, to where, like, And I'm not saying, like, I am definitely not saying, like, your fucking parents were, like, great, especially if you're, like, thinking that, like, what the fuck? My parents suck. Like, you know, whatever it is, like, they weren't great to me because they're both in reverse. That's, like, mom and dad. Emperor and Empress, that's the mom and dad. Like, they may have not been great to you. Like, you have a lot of wounds from them. It's interesting how the story changed, but I guess it needed to happen. But their vessel, like their genes were just like perfect for it. Like they were just, that's all I can say is like they were just the perfect mix to where it's, I'm not saying they were exactly what needed to happen, but they were just the right mix of like what genes that mixed together, that this entity could manipulate them, mix them together, inject themselves into it, into this embryo, and create you. I'm also getting that your parents could be swayed in this way. Yeah, because it's like their parents were very like, they had no antenna to like their intuition or anything like that. They weren't open to certain things like that. I'm not saying your parents were exactly, but they were more open than their parents. And so they needed to have this like open channel to, there had to be some sort of opening to allow this thing in, this entity. And I'm not saying like it has to, it's nothing bad. Like obviously you're a fucking monster, like you're a badass, like you're a beast, like you're clearly a god goddess. Like this legit may have been like some sort of god or and you whatever. I'm just being called to say entity because we don't know it all. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So the reason these people like try to control you and be shitty to you, for one, you are a fucking threat no matter what. Like so these people are really good at like controlling situations, manipulating. They know how to like, you're essentially the final boss to these people because they think they're the good. Let's say your boss is like really good at manipulating people, playing their little games and all of that, and keeping the status quo until they met you. And they can't dump their bullshit on you with that 10 of Wands, 10 of Chilies in reverse. They can't. And with that, they tried to, and you may have allowed it because you're like, you have that conflict, that divided part of you. You have the human in you, and you have this entity within you, this god energy, this goddess energy. So part of you can take it, but then the other part is like, you're wrong, you know, like you're like, fuck that, no, Mr. You're wrong. I'm hearing that wrong, you're wrong. Yeah, like so they try to dump their burdens and stuff because whoever you come around, being in that fucking crazy ass energy that you just put off and you're like, bro, why do people look at me like this? Like, it's because you're a whole fucking entity that you don't even know, like, you're not aware of it. And if you are now, like, you know, you become aware of it, but before you didn't. So this is why you experienced all this bullshit. And then they try to challenge you, come at you because they sense a threat, but they don't know what the fuck it is. But they also sense your like divinity, your sweetness, your humanness. So they think that that's a weakness, but it's really fucking not. Like you're able to wield this weakness and alchemize this and change this with this constant battle going on within you of the human versus the god within you. You're able to like use that, alchemize that energy. Like it's a constant, like, I'm just seeing like this constant fireball being reignited. Like, you know, it's like when a star is dying. Like, it takes forever. There's lots of ignition and there's a lot of shit happening. I'm not a fucking scientist, so don't come at me. But it's like that. Like, because you have this constant ignition, fire, combustion happening within you. So it makes you like a fucking engine, a fucking machine. A machine. It makes you a machine. You're running on gasoline. That you're powered. You're not just this decaying flesh vessel like everyone else. You have this like power, this combustion that's happening within you, so you're able to keep pushing. And they can't dump their bullshit on you. Interesting. So when I went to set this deck down, I had the 5 of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Now, after shuffling, I have the 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Let me flip these cards over to see what's up with it. So, so these people try to hurt you with the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Jugs in reverse, but they wanted you to feel dissatisfied with life. They wanted, whatever they're feeling, they wanted to dump on you, essentially. With that fucking 10 of Wands that in reverse, they wanted to get rid of their burdens on you. And this is where keeping it real goes wrong. They didn't know. Like, what I'm getting at is, like, you didn't even know you were this energy. You didn't even know you were this fucking energy. That you had this goddess energy. You had to go through, be around these fucking dumbass people on some bullshit, you know, working through their fucking wounds and shit like that, playing on people, doing mean things. You had to experience that to understand like who you were. This ignited this knowing within you. So this constant combustion within you like makes you a machine. It's reminding me of that song Entombment of the Machine by A Job for a Cowboy. They're like, well, we thought it died. We thought it died. You can't kill a machine. We thought it bled. We thought it bled. No, it's a machine. Just throw some parts on it, throw a new battery, put some starter fluid in it. Good to go, baby. Woo! Like, she's back on the road. All we need is a little starter fluid. Get that combustion going. Get that compression going. Yeah, so they wanted you to feel like they overplayed their hand as well. Like the reason you came into this person's life is you're the fucking final boss. They've overplayed this on people. They have some deep ass wounds that makes them act like this. For one, they're really good at what they do. Like, don't get me wrong, but you're on a whole other level. It's like human versus God. Like, who's gonna win? The God. There's just more power to you. And I'm not like trying to, I'm fluffing your nuts a little bit, but I'm being real. Like, without you even knowing any of this shit, before you knew this, you were still like, pat, pat, giving the whole 1-2 combo and knocking their asses out. And you didn't even know. Like, you may have known, like, you've always come out like a really shitty situation. You've always known that people have come after you, all this stuff. You didn't know why. It's because you have this crazy ass God energy to you, this combustion, this machine like precision to you. And we have the Empress in reverse with the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. The reason why people like have left you alone, they didn't nurture you and all of that, is because you had this fucking crazy ass energy to you. I'm also hearing, like, you hearing this isn't really gonna help. Like, you're like, yeah, but my mom was still a piece of shit to me, you know, whatever. Like, these people were still mean to me, like, and that's just gonna have to be like, this is why this is happening, because this is going to permeate within you. This message is you're gonna hear it, you're gonna be like, yeah, I know it, but there still has to be that healing of that, because you still have that human within you. And this is where that combustion is still going, because the God part of you is like, yeah, okay, well, I know who the fuck they were, whatever. Like, they be haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate, tomatoes gonna tomate. I know this. but your human part is still hurt from that. Like, you still have that. And this is where more of that combustion comes. Living in this conflict, this contrast, like, this makes you a whole different fucking animal. And so this is why people wouldn't nurture you, wouldn't give to you. Like, it felt like everything was extra hard. And it was. They were, for one, you're giving off the energy that you don't need it with that godlike energy, because, you know, you pray to God, right? You pray to the universe, your spirit team, whatever, the Most High. You don't feel like to be like, hey, you doing okay, God? Are you okay? Like, you know that the creator is here to take care of you. You give off that energy. They're like, well, I don't need to check on this person. Like, even the people that were like nice, they felt this energy from you. They're like, oh, well, I don't need to check on this person. I don't need to be like, hey, are you good? Because a lot of people are just seeing your God energy and they're like, well, I don't need to check on you. You're fine. Like, you always, like, you give off that fucking energy. Like, you're too good. Like, you don't need it. Like, they're all triggered and shit. Like, they don't feel the need to work with you, collaborate with you, because you handle it. You're the creator. They sense this within you, but they don't know what it is. Like, they're not awakened to what it is. Nor were you. So you experience all this shitty stuff and you're like, what the fuck? Why do people not check on me? Because they think you're good, dude. Like, you're not, hey, like, you know God's good. You give off because you have that divided part of you, this human and the God. It's constantly in battle, in conflict, combusting, breaking down and combusting, breaking, like, all of this alchemy, all of these chemical reactions, all of this stuff is happening within you. And they just, like, they're seeing all of this. However, with this song, Dragging the River by Ferlin Husky. Well, I'm just a post of which you lean, never your love, just a go-between. Change of heart that can't be free, the image of a man I thought I'd be. Alone, so low with misery, nothing but blues for company. Well, if things get worse, I can't shake this curse, then start dragging the river for me. Well, the flame of love once won my soul, now it's a spot so dark and cold. Tears that I've cried won't flow no more, 'cause my heart just died at heaven's door. And I'm kind of seeing this for both people. With that Seven of Swords, going back to that Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords in reverse, they're feeling the pain of you being like, all right, bitch, then I'll fucking go. Glad you fucking gave me the suggestion. All right. I hope you stand on what you said. Keep digging that fucking ditch, baby. Keep digging that grave. 'Cause it's done. I killed hope and you buried it. Stand on it then. You want to say it, stand on it. Like, you being in that energy and actually walking away has them wanting to be like, oh, I didn't mean it. I love you. Blah, 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 blah. And that Five of Swords that I saw earlier on the bottom of the deck is like wanting to reconcile, wanting to be like, oh, I was lying. I was just trying to win. And I felt like you were in competition with me, all of this stuff. Like, bitch, I didn't even ask for this. They're in this energy. They're like, and this song is pretty fucking dark. Like, you know, drag the river for me because I'm going to drown myself, essentially. Like, they're in this energy of like, they don't even want to be like, what's life without you? They had to be on their ego shit. Damn, that's some wild ass. And we had the Eight of Cups in reverse whenever I pulled the cards towards me. They're like, don't go. Don't go. I don't want you to go. I didn't mean it. this person is so fucking used to being on some bullshit, just saying crazy shit. Like, they're just so fucking used to it that they're like, oh, shook it. They're genuinely shocked. Like, with that Seven of Swords, they want to, like, with this shock coming at it, for one, they're fucking horribly depressed. Like, they may start, like, drinking terribly, like, doing all this shit because, like, by you standing on business and making them stand on it, they had never, you blew up their ego. You fucking misted it. You disintegrated it. Dissolved. They have nothing to stand on anymore. Well, I've seen it 1,000 times. This is how it's always been. This is how it always works. You're a place in their life for this, but also this person helped you because they were such a fucking toxic piece of shit. Like, we're all healing. We've all been there. We've all been karmic. We've all been toxic. I just want to say that. I got a little spicy with my words because I'm mad. Like, they wanted to be on this bullshit, but we've all been there. But they have done this their whole life. They don't have any remorse. They enjoy it. On surface level, obviously, they probably have some subconscious, like, grief and stuff like that. But this is some weird, like, protective thing that they have. I do have the Four of Swords. I'm being asked to put that back in and reshuffle. Four of Swords. Damn, you're coming out at them in their dreams. They're so. I'm getting this person, like, slept very well at night for all the shit that they did to people, like, very, like, manipulative and all of this. They didn't see anything wrong with what they're doing. It's a tactic that's helped them be protected from their trauma and stuff that has happened to them in their past. They slept well knowing, like, oh yeah, like, I'm just taking care of myself, whatever. But you shook them to where they don't sleep well at night. You highlighted, pulled that wool over, exposed them for what they've been doing. They don't sleep well at night. Their dream state, it's nightmares. They feel trapped into it. Because that Four of Swords, when I looked at it, it looked like a dungeon. Their dream state is no longer like an escape, like going to sleep at night and, like, whatever. They may drink a lot and, like, have that, like, weird drunk sleep. They don't even get to, like, escape through that anymore. Or they, like, take pills or something like that. Like, they're good at, like, escaping this. Because they fucked with you and you made them stand on it, they don't get to escape anywhere. When they drink and take pills or whatever, they don't escape it. It's still there. It's making me think of that song Bulletproof by Nate something. Baby, your memory's bulletproof. I might be singing that way off, but bro, going back to, like, you're a bulletproof engine. You're a bulletproof machine. Like, you can't be fucked with. Like, all of this stuff, like, helped you realize, like, how reliable you are. How strong you are, how resilient you are. You're a high performance machine that's also reliable. Like, you're the perfect machine. That doesn't mean you come with, like, issues. Like, that shit just happens. Like I said, you constantly have that combustion, this violent thing happening within you constantly. You know, like an engine using fuel to make a combustion, like spark to fuel and then pressure to combust. That's a violent process. Things can happen from that. They're made safe now and, you know, all of that, but, like, things happen. And that's what's with you. Like, shit happens. Baby, your memory must be bulletproof. Nate Smith. That's who that little homie is. Yes. Usually these old neon lights are pretty good for bad goodbyes. I got some girls off my mind, but baby, not tonight. Cause I've been putting in overtime, trying to get over your leaving. You're still right here in my mind. You sure did a number on me. I've tried Jack, I've tried Jim, I've tried every last one of them. Old heartbreak bottles up on that shelf, but the burn don't work and the buzz don't help. This person can't escape this. They can't, because you literally dissolved any sort of fucking mask that kept them, like, helped them sleep at night, that helped them escape. Like, they could lean on alcohol to, like, deal with their problems. They could lean on pills or sleeping or sex or gambling or whatever the fuck it is. They could do all these things to escape. They can't do that anymore. It's there because that part of them that was able to escape and just I just spit all over. They can't use any sort of their avoidance tactics anymore. Ace of Cups in reverse. That's the Ace of Pentacles. That's a missed opportunity. That's like, I don't know. For some reason, I'm seeing like you standing in this doorway, like this person's, you know, somebody standing in a doorway, and literally it's like this beautiful garden. Everything you could ever ask for is within that. But in order to like walk through this doorway, you have to leave shit behind. Like, let's say it's your family or a habit you enjoy or something like that. They have to let this thing go. But you only had this limited time to stand in the doorway and let these things go. So they chose to be like, oh, hey guys, like, you know, it's like being like, oh, I have to give this up, but I don't know what's really over you know, it's like you start fucking like overthinking it instead of taking this leap of faith of like, you know, you start trying to use that like analytical thinking. And then you don't want to give this up, this thing, in order to jump through this door. And so the door closed in front of them. This door closed on them. The land of milk and honey is no longer available to them. We have the Temperance card, bro. Like, that is literally what I've been talking about. Like, this combustion, this alchemizing, this mixing of like this constant battle and violent process happening within you that makes you like this holy, divine person. You are both human and God, goddess, divinity, angel, whatever you want to call it. They're like, oh shit, I fucked that up. I missed this opportunity with this divine. It's like, yo, I could have like been hanging out with the Mother of Guadalupe, but I chose to shit on them. Damn. I'm a little embarrassed right now. Like that type of thing. Like they're having some serious shit going on. Also, if this person like chose someone over you, like let's say it's your boss, a partner, I don't know, going back to my mom choosing my stepdad over me, like weird shit like that, like that type of thing, like your grandma sided with somebody else in your family, that type of thing. They're like literally unable to run away from it. They have to deal with this and see this shit every day. And because of that choice, they're having to deal with those consequences. And it's not pretty. I just saw the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck for a beast. So that's like home. Their home just feels off, uncomfortable. I don't know. It's something to do with their home. I don't know. I'm also getting like these people like go to celebrate or whatever, and it just feels like they could always like lose themselves in celebration or fun or partying or being around people. Even that, like they can't there's just this hollowness. Oh yeah, especially with that drag in the river, like this empty, what does that homie say? Like, well, the flame of love once won my soul. Now it's a spot so dark and cold. They feel this emptiness, this dark hollowness. They were able to fill this part of themselves with partying, gambling, whatever the fuck, where they could run away from their problems. But they can't do that anymore because you disintegrated this ability within them. Like you ripped this away from them. You didn't mean to, but making them stand on something and then their little like trickery tactics and shit like that didn't work. So they're like, they thought that's who they were, was this trickster, this like, and I'm not saying it in a mean, like they may have not even been aware that this was like bad or anything. Like they were just existing in their life. Consciously, they weren't aware of it. Let's say that. The drinking and the pills and the whatever else, gambling, that was a way to fill that void. But now they can't. I saw all ones on the clock. Oh my god, that's making me think of that Clutch song, 11011011. I might be messing that up, but let's see, 101110. Fuck, I can't think of that. It's by Clutch, but I Clutch 100011011011. Show me them lyrics, baby. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so it's 100011110101. There we go. 2005. Robot Hive is the album. Ribonucleic acid freak out. The power of prayer. Long halls of science and all the lunatics committed there. Robot lords of Tokyo smile, taste kittens. Did you not know that the royal hunting grounds are always forbidden? Oh, shit. Are you rolling tape now? Bits and pieces, large and small? Sector, vector, eat them all. It's already in their eyes. Among the mental ones, a messenger will soon arrive. 10001101. Periodic table with a centerpiece of mind. Man alive, the jive in lyrics. Radioactive, don't come near it. Temple of Syrinx, having the bake sale of the year. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Gonna be a big brawl over it. Like them little bitty babies in the king cakes. Bonnie and Clyde, the whole dome, the shackles of automata will shatter like their bones. Oh shit. So with this song coming up, this is like them like it's like they're biting from the fucking apple and they didn't want to bite from it. It's like they closed their eyes and opened their mouth, which I'm seeing like they close their ears, they close their eyes and open their mouth. They just wanted to be like bap 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 bap. They wanted to pop off. They wanted to talk. Now because they opened their mouth, that left it open to things falling into it, which was the apple. The forbidden apple. They bit from it and now they see it all. They're like, oh fuck. They weren't ready for it. You are assisting this person in their awakening by destroying their facade. And so begins their, so essentially you're triggering their dark night, and this is why they're all depressed and trying to drink and do all this shit. Like they can't, substances and things like that of the world no longer help them run away from what they're dealing with. We've got the Page of Curses. See how like homie's like reading her and she's like, oh my God, no, that's not me. Like, this is a message this homie didn't want to hear. Like, this person didn't want to hear. You and your God energy is like bringing them. With the Two of Swords in reverse, like that's literally like, fuck, I thought like you just dissolved and pulled the blindfold off my eyes of this illusion I've been living, this fantasy I've been living, because that's that Page of Cups is like that fantasy shit. I'm just a little dreamer. I'm a good person. I donate to people. Yeah, but you're also a manipulative fuck. That doesn't balance this out, man. Like, you gotta fix the problem here. Yeah. This person's straight up, like, the Nine of Swords being here at the bottom of the deck. This person thought, like, oh, if I donate and do this nice things for people, like, this dissolves me being shitty. When they don't, but they're not fixing the problem. And what I'm getting is this is an unconscious drive that they're having. They're like, oh, well, I can sleep good at night knowing I donated to somebody. I'm just not going to look over there in that dark corner of myself where I manipulate people all the time and lie and do all this other shit. Like, I'm good. Fucking A, man. We just wilding out here. I like it. Legit, I have not thought of this song in like 21, maybe. Yeah. So it's been a minute. I'm pretty sure I haven't thought of this song or like heard it in a while. Interesting. Bitch. So literally in this line that I have them like 5 wide going this way across. The 10 of Wands in reverse from my other deck is in line here with the 10 of Wands in reverse for this deck. The 10 of Beasts in this deck is the 10 of Wands. So we have the 10 of Chilies in reverse and the 10 of Wands. Bitch, like literally, Damn. Shit, son. What's up with this? What is this? What does this mean? Oh my God. There we go. Page of Daggers in reverse. Dude, this is wild as fuck. All right. So in the same line, we have the 3 of Swords with the 3 of Swords. Like, so with this conflict within you, people have dumped on you. So that, to clarify that, we got the Page of Daggers in reverse. People dump their wounds on you through their words and shit like that, and just by sabotaging and playing their little games. Like, let's say your neighbor knows you like have a weird sleep schedule because of your work, and they'll purposely like go mow the lawn or, bang on the wall if you're in an apartment or something like that to be like loud to wake you up when you're needing to be sleeping. This is how they dump that shit. Like, they'll be in like a pissed off mood like towards you for whatever reason because you like highlighted something within them, and then they come at you like in this like super immature energy to dump their shit on you. You're able to take that in and use it to fuel your machine, which is you. And you become like, you just keep running. That doesn't mean you're not affected by it, but that fuels that constant combustion conflict that's going within you to run you, to keep you going, to keep doing what you need to do. That you're able to make that into fuel. And they're having to live with the fact that with that Queen of Curses, which is the Queen of Cups in this deck, you're this sweet, amazing person. It's almost like you killed them with kindness, or you killed them with like morality. And they have to live with that. They have this like broken-hearted bullshit because you expose their wounds just through your divinity. Just you being a real raw ass bitch. You exposed that. And now they have to live with this, like, fuck, I was a piece of shit to this person, like whatever it is, whatever's going on within them. They have to live with that they dumped that burden on you. And maybe what I'm seeing with these two 10 of wands in reverse being together is they needed to dump this off because they were not able to hold this burden and do the work that they needed to do. They were able to dump it off on you. You took it, you alchemized it, you made it fuel. You're like, fuck yeah, I'm a beast, bitch. Give me more. So this only made you stronger, a better machine, a better person, a better fucking, like, you get more. You get more in life because of you're putting up with this bullshit, right? And I'm about to stop because we got 111 on the clock there. Fuck yeah. So this brings you new things. This brings you good things in life. And they have to live with the fact that they did this to you. Like but putting their burdens off on you was a way to like help them like elevate, because where they weren't strong enough to like look through these burdens and see where they need to heal and all of that. So them dumping that burden off of you and lightening their load actually like helps them become aware of who the fuck they are, and they have to like live with that. And that's like a dissolving of things, because you're able to take it. You're part God. Like you can handle that shit, and you're able to like turn anything into fuel for your machine. One more. Justice card. Yeah, they're having to live with the fucking fact that they did this. But also, like, if it would have been anyone else, they wouldn't have healed. You had to come into their life to help them heal and like live with this, like, with the tower being up in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, it could have gotten far worse. They could have gone, like, you came in the right nick of time to stop them doing some real fuck shit. They were getting like way the fuck out of hand. Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah. This is like them getting on. They were comfortable in the shitty ass energy. This is how they lived their whole life. They were comfortable in it. You had to stop this before it got way the fuck out of hand. Two of Cups in reverse, Two of Jugs in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Like, you had to do this. You had to bring justice. I gotta put a fucking stop to this, because this is not okay. This person, the shitty thing is, like, and this is the human in me speaking, like, and I get it. We don't always know, like, our plan from Most High, right? It's like the shitty thing is your emotions and like your life had to get kind of fucked up for these people to see who the fuck that they're shitty, that they've been playing some fucked up game. You may have had to actually like go to jail or go to prison or like deal with the justice system and lose all kinds of money, or like you got fucked over in a divorce or something. This had to happen. You could fucking handle this because you're a god, you're a goddess. You're a whole ass hybrid, and you're able to alchemize this and turn this into fuel and make your life better. But this person had to do this to this shitty extent to finally get off their ass, get out, like, and get on their feet and start moving and start changing their life, because this wasn't going to change. And this person with this justice card, see how this homie is like, oh, fuck, no, not this. No, I have to deal with this pain of like hurting this person that didn't deserve it. This kind being, this divine being. I have to live with this. I know, I see it now. It's too late. I closed the door on this angel. I closed the door on this land of milk and honey. It's too late. This had to happen this way because unfortunately it's like at, you know, your expense, like, you know, your life went on hold for a minute or whatever. This had to shift in this way. This person wasn't going to see it any other way because they were so lost in the sauce, under their burdens, under their wounds, that it had to happen like this. They had to lighten their load off onto you. You had to turn that into fuel, be like, yeah, I can make anything into fuel. I'm a badass machine. What the fuck? Unfortunately, it came at a cost that your life got fucked up in this, essentially. But this is the only way this person was finally going to become empathetic, and you walking away like, no, stand on it, bitch. Let's fucking go. With all of this and like being like, no, you want to threaten me with this? All right, stand on it. Let's go. Whatever the fuck this is, let's just do it. Come on, bring it on. Fuck it. Like this is the only way that they were going to start walking the right path, with the hanged man being in reverse. It's like he's on his feet now. He's going to start walking on the right path. It's making me think of The Master's Call by what is his name? Master's Call. Marty Robbins. Yeah. When I was a young man, I was wild and full of fire. A youth within my teens, but full of challenge and desire. I ran away from home and left my mother and my dad. And I know it grieved them so to think that their only boy was bad. I fell in with the outlaw band, but their names were quite known quite well. How many times we robbed and plundered, I could never tell. This kind of sinful living leads only to a fall. I learned that much and more the night I heard my master's call. One night we rustled cattle, 1,000 head or so, and started them out to the trail that leads to Mexico. But a norther started blowing and lightning flashed about. I thought someone was calling me. I thought I heard a shout. Then at that moment, lightning struck not 20 yards from me, and left there was a giant cross where once there stood a tree. And this time I knew I heard a voice so sweet and strange, a voice that came from everywhere, a voice that called my name. So frightened I was thinking of sinful deeds I have done. I failed to see the 1,000 head of cattle start to run. The cattle they stampeded were running all around. My pony ran but stumbled and threw me to the ground. I felt the end was near, that death would be the price, when a mighty bolt of lightning showed the face of Jesus Christ. And I cried, "Oh Lord, forgive me. Don't let this happen now. I want to live for you alone. Oh God, these words I vow." My wicked past unfolded. I thought of wasted years when another bolt of lightning killed 100 head of steers, and the others rushed on by me, and I was left to live. The master had a reason. Life is his to take or give. A miracle performed that night. I wasn't meant to die. The dead ones formed a barricade, at least 6 or 7 high, and right behind it there was I, afraid but safe and sound. I cried and begged for mercy, kneeling there upon the ground. A pardon I was granted, my sinful soul set free. No more to fear the angry waves upon life's stormy sea. Forgiven by the love of God, a love that will remain. I gave my life and soul that night to the Savior called my name. So this person was on some straight fuck shit. This person needed to start walking the line. I have goosebumps all over my body, so that's confirmation. Like, you set them on their path. It was at your cost. Like, it sucked because you had to pay for it in these ways, but you're always rewarded in the back end of it, you know? This had to, you could handle it. And you know it. It sucked, but it had to be this way because this person wasn't going to hear it any other way. And this helped this person have empathy and quit being on some fuck shit. I'm gonna pull one of these. Like, I feel, I mean, I'm enjoying this reading, but it is getting quite long. Anything else? Oh shit. I won't get over you. This leaves a scar on this person for a very fucking long time. Very long. Eternal. You were the final boss. You were able to give it in a way that was necessary. Bitch, what I say, give. You had to give in this way, and you're getting rewarded for it, so don't even fucking worry about it. Yeah, your life may have been set back, whatever, but it's like one of those, like, in... Oh, I don't know. Something like, what the fuck is that sound? I'm all creaking. It's like pulling a slingshot back, that your life had to feel and have this illusion of setback because it had to be real. It, you know, this person might like watch a lot of movies or like get lost in like fantasy shit. So they think everything's fake fantasy, that they're living in this illusion that their actions don't have consequences. It had to be real for you, and you had to feel this emotional shit for them to see it as real. Like, because they think everything's a game, that, you know, there's no consequences. Oh, it's just like a movie. They're very fantasy. They're in their head. They watch a lot of movies. They watch a lot of like you know, they get lost in shit, like stories, books, whatever. They're in this, and they had to get a reality check. And you had to, unfortunately, you couldn't be fake acting. You had to be real about it. Like, you had to actually be like, this fucking sucks. Heart over mind. Yeah, and this is what you're teaching this person. And like I said, like, none of this is going unpaid or unseen. Like, it's the slingshot effect. It's an illusion that you're getting pulled back, but you're getting shot way further. You're getting compensated for this, don't worry. Anything else they need to hear? Confidence. This gave you confidence. This made you realize you were a goddess. This is a whole ass new beginning for you, because now you know what this has been your whole entire life. It's real now. Like, you know, it's like, this showed you exactly what the fuck you're made of. And you're a whole hybrid. Nobody can fuck with you. Going through this, it's all up from here with this lookup card at the bottom of the deck. Going through this showed you exactly what you're made of. Yeah, you're getting rewarded for this with Get the Bag. Don't even trip. Like, it's going to be far beyond what you can even imagine. Yes, it's that illusion that things are being set back, but it's the slingshot effect. Like, you're just getting pulled back to push forward and beyond, like, you could even fathom. You're getting compensated for this job, don't worry. Anything else? We have yes, control, and I put on a brave face, but I do hurt inside. Don't ignore your feelings. Like, you know you can go through this, but don't ignore like what you've experienced in any of this, and that needs to be processed so you're not holding on to that when your blessings come through, when your payment comes through. You are safe, and you are safe to process this stuff that you're feeling. Anything else? Your intensity scares me. And work career. So this was somebody that you has in your workplace or whatever is something associated with this. I also see that you're going to get blessed with this if this wasn't. But your intensity scares me. That is, don't be afraid to show, like, let out your emotions. If you feel deeply, just let that stuff out, let it go, find a way to channel it. And maybe that's putting it into your work and your career. We have BD at the bottom of the deck. You've got that good energy. That's what that Ace of Wands is, Ace of Beasts. That's big dick energy for sure. All right, babies, I love you so much, and I am so glad you're here. Thank you again for being here, and keep being your badass self. All right, babes, love you, bye.